Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's VRBO FIESTA Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit, and here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. We'll start at the 25. So Michigan's offense comes on the field first today. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years, and of course you got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here, Chris. Think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in '07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck in 2012? And then the shocker just a few years ago with TCU over Michigan in 2022. This game has a history of providing the unexpected. Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down. The Wolverines look to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history. It's good that they're leaning on it.
The Wolverines have 1st and 10 here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
And the Wolverines hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
On 2nd and goal, they hand it to him again. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Bulldogs offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Bulldozing his way past tacklers. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Receiver in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
Pressure is coming. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to...
And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. The 10. Touchdown, Georgia. No chance to catch him.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And it's good for a first down to the 36.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage. Tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They look to throw it here on second down. The pass rush closing in. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the catch. The first down pickup, tackle at the 45.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
It's incomplete. He was good pass rush there on first down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to chuck it again. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They're set now to try the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Hand off to the right side. They bring him down right at the 20.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down. The Dogs come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. He hands it off from the gun. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down. Big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Looks right for a quick completion. A quick juke to get free. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Quick pass, the catch is made. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the mark. Important 2nd down play coming up. Hand it off for a draw. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a...
Caught near the goal line, and he scores. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets a start on the next drive. And the Michigan offense comes.
On the ready.
The passing game was so effective. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a short completion of the tight end. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
And the back gets the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Caught quickly. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offensive coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
1st down here for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Finds the receiver wide open. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense can set up with a 1st down and goal. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw yet again. It's a quick grab. Tackle down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time, the big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd manageable here for this offense.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Intercepted in the end zone. I'm going to tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the 2nd half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Dogs. There was a foot race and he won it. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made over the middle. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The gain moves the ball to the 34.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He's going to take off. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Here's the second down play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He's escaping the pocket now. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Quarterback still with the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Catch made over the middle. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
And the pass is... have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. That kind of execution with a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Point after, knocked right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Now it's second down here. play fake. He'll look to throw it. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. That completion sets up a third down play. They'll try to run for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees. For the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Hands off to the fullback. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship deadline at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which we're hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Ball handed to the running back, fighting him off. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Wolverines. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver are perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
And they'll set up with a PAT. And the extra point makes it a 7-point lead, 28-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Caught in the backfield. It's Tuggle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Finds his man. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. The completion sets up a 2nd down play. A handoff from the shotgun. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Bulldogs pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. A quick throw out left, complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. Georgia's setting up for the 1st and 10 now. A handoff to the back. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Seventh play of the drive coming up. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quick throw to his receiver. And he pulls in the catch. 4th set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. And the Bulldogs line up with a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Knocks that one right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Price. And they've got him back at the 4-yard line. Great coverage, bad decision to bring it out. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. And there's the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. 2nd down after that previous play. He'll test the right side here. That one moves the ball to the 13-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the 1st half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time, had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability.
The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
2nd down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. We've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
They get him at the 42, good enough for a 1st down.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this 1st half.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Fighting off the defender. And a nice 1st down game there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker.
I love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Brought down, but he's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Bringing pressure. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. The Wolverines will line up now. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. And he'll be brought down.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. Extra point makes the lead 11. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm and, of course, Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Second down play coming up for this offense. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Going for a big play downfield. And that one's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Crosses the 10. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The throw complete to the running back underneath. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. The Dogs will line up to put it away. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Oh, here comes the reverse. And the defense not fooled there. They stop him for no gain.
The defense there showed incredible discipline in the backside contained, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere, just textbook.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
Hey, when you got a wide receiver like this, you got to give him chances downfield to make plays, and they did that there for a nice gain.
The Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field.
Let's go.
And they'll use the ground game here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Got it.
The offense now operating in empty.
Get set. Get set.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Got to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. And this one is right through. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And here's the handoff. Trucks through the defender. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Here's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
And the wideout goes in motion. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Snags the quick throw. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a 1st down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Motion now from the tight end. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Caught in the flat by the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's caught. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. The shotgun handoff here. Not much on that play, brought down short. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. And that's a solid return after the interception.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Wolverines will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. On the return, it's Tuggle. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. The shotgun running play call. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. The Dogs will line up to kick it away. And it's a rough series for the offense, and now he's on to punt it away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Michigan offense back out on the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. Quick completion to the tight end. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Receiver makes the catch, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Short pass finds the tight end. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The ball is caught. And he spins around the defender to earn a few extra yards. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here.
Get set, get set.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game. And we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.